Ladies and gentlemen, how are you all doing? This is Conal.
And I'm Rangru. Hello, hello, hello.
And folks, we are back with more Steel Division League Season 2. We have gone across the pond. We are over in Asia right now with those vets. Rang, this is Coat to 112, is it not?
This is indeed a big
All right, who do
hill.
we have?
And on the left hand side in blue, we have ourselves Rinters as the 2nd Infantry Division. And on the right hand side, we have ourselves Protoss as the 352nd Infantry Division. So, infantry on infantry, but same time, Protoss has got big Yag Panthers, and Rinters got a lot of American tanks. So, it's not going to be like a full-on infantry fight, I'd say. I just think there's going to be some rather important tank engagements to boot.
Well, we don't see the Hill 112 very often.
No.
So, other than looking like a giant, half of a semicircle here, it
Yep.
looks like a target to me. What are we going to be seeing here? How's this going to go?
I'd always say like the top of the hill is always a very important place to control because once you hold the top, it's easier just to go downwards and trying to push your ray upwards, just because of line and sight and whatnot.
Hmm.
So I think really holding who can hold that northern top end of the hill is really going to influence how the match is going to go. Unless maybe some breakthrough can happen down south, but I don't really see it happening. It's too choke pointy. I don't really see anything really happening in the middle too much. As it's a little bit too open, it's hard to really make a push, especially if you're being shot at from top of the hill.
Now, we did see the big red one earlier this week,
Mm-hmm.
and now we're seeing the second infantry. You made the you are the opinion, and I have to say it's hard to disagree with you that the second infantry does everything that the first infantry does, but better.
Yeah,
Why is that?
xylophones and more tanks. And you really can't go wrong with xylophones. Xylophones are lovely.
Well, that's true. If you're feeling a little bit musical, that's
Yeah,
definitely a place for you to go.
yeah. I like playing my musical score for the Germans
Hmm.
from preferably 1.3 kilometers away. But that's beside the point. And looking at its initial deployment, it's pretty heavy down south. I think both sides are going to be clashing for that tree line.
Yeah, and this tree line, I mean, we kind of don't often give it the excuse me, give it the respect that it deserves, but this tiny little tree line can determine an awful lot down here.
Yeah, because if you can hold that, you can push onto left and right hand side. It's the dividing line between left and right, and you want to hold it if you want to be able to make a good breakthrough.
Now, one thing I will say is that Protoss over here is bringing in a very, very early pack 40, which you're saying not a whole lot's going to happen in that middle. Well, I would say from the German side, it's because of this anti-tank gun.
Yeah,
Nothing's getting by that.
and you got your IG-18 too, so it's a good defensive line. While Winters, I think he's just setting up is that a 6 pounder? Yeah, it's setting up
Yeah,
6 pounder and some
yeah.
infantry to hold middle. But up north, yeah, Protozoka, he's fighting for the hill, and that's a smart move, as that hill is very important. While Rinters, he's really betting everything down south. He's got the M4DD, the big ass mortar, and his infantry pushing through. And he's going to be able to stun up the German positions, and he's going to be able to make a breakthrough, but how much of a breakthrough is really the question.
Considering how much he's got down there, I wouldn't be surprised if the entire thing folds. Like a
Yeah.
cheap flan. I mean, like that Panzer 35R, that thing's not going to hold against the
Yeah.
early M4.
Unless he can like get in a good ambush position, and yeah, he's just not gonna have a good time. And in German infantry and all of that's out in the open. And this is just good. I like the use of smoke. I like the artillery. He's gonna lose his range of marauders. Oh no, that might have managed to get out. But
Well, that's a good call. I mean, you don't want to
yeah,
lose that early amount.
yeah, he needs that recon desperately. But the DDs is really gonna be forced to be reckoned with down south. But it's gonna be tough too, because like the Germans have that like hill line on top of like FK-18 and IG-18, which can shoot down onto the American positions on the flank. So yeah, I know it's gonna be tough. I mean, if he can get into that town on the right hand side, then maybe he can hold.
Maybe. It's
Hmm.
a very, very big if, I would say.
Yeah,
Because there goes the German squad. Everything are just dropping like flies. Pantiago is going to start to engage. There's rifles over there, but that M4, the Sherman's got to know it's not really that dangerous
yeah.
yonder.
I think he's just... Does he see the, No, he doesn't see the Pancheager yet. I mean, it could be like a Pack 38 somewhere, but... Yeah, he's just being cautious of his M4, which I understand. That's really the pivotal point. If he loses that, his entire southern flank goes to the dogs. Or the Pancheagers in this case.
I'm insulted that you think they're one and the same. Well, the Ranger assaults and Rangers, well, the Rangers are not leading the way anymore. They're just kind of chilling. A little bit nervous they are.
Yeah.
And we're getting in a third 35R. So I guess Protoss basically says, you know, if one is decent, more must be better.
Yeah, just... I mean, eventually they'll penetrate. Eventually. Yeah, I mean, his smoke's kind of works to his advantage, yo, because it's allowing the Sherman to get closer, which helps the Pancheager penetrate the bloody thing.
You know, there was a penis joke in there somewhere, but I couldn't do it. I was coming up short. I had to cut it off at the tip, you know.
You just have to think deeper. Yeah.
We will see the Sherman will start to engage this IG-18. So if Winters, like you said, oh my gosh, the smoke is dispersing, and the 35Rs are going to start to see him very, very quickly.
Yeah, he's behind. Okay, now he's maneuvering outside around the buildings. Bombers from the Stuka.
Good call.
That's a good call. There we go.
But he's getting lucky. He's getting lucky because now, even if he falls back from this, he's falling back with his, perfect armor placement.
Yep.
And the Junker's gonna die. I'd be very surprised if it makes it.
No, he's dogfighting. The Junkers can outturn literally every plane in game. So just
but he still has to retreat though.
Yeah, that's kind of the trouble. I mean, he can stall for time, but it's gonna be hard for him to run away. Sorry, go ahead.
No, please.
I just find it funny how it's such a good turn in play. I mean, historically it was, but it just seemed like it's P-38 trying to get on his arse. It just is hilarious.
Well, he's got no more tail gunner ammo.
Yeah.
P-38 will come out eventually for a deflection shot. He is desperately trying to just keep away.
Sherman goes down south.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, Pancheager got it.
Okay, I was focusing really hard on Junker.
Yeah.
So there still is one more Sherman that can be brought on in, and we're not going to see it just yet. And Junker almost
There's an AA piece by his lines, which is just going to save him, I believe. So he stalled for time, got the AA. Yeah, it was a good call, and Junker's going to make it out alive. And yeah, that's how you use Junkers.
Shocking. I am honestly shocked.
You just turn fight everything, and then just hopefully wait for someone to save you.
Just like War Thunder.
Just like War Thunder, exactly. But usually never get saved in War Thunder because they're just waiting for you to die so they can steal your kill.
with better allies.
Yeah.
The 35 R's will be brought up and forced to the north as well, and really with that M7 up there is probably a good idea.
Yeah, M7's definitely... I'm actually rather surprised neither side is really, pushed too heavy up north, because it's such an important part of the map to really hold, especially for later. But both sides are pretty, content with just 50-50 in it.
It is, but at the same time, getting up there is a pain.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have either an anti-tank piece to that little... Let's call it the stick figure intersection over there to the German side of things, or from the Y over there for the Americans. I mean, think about it. That's what... less than 1,000 meters between the two. One anti-tank piece, and really there's a ton of little nooks and crannies, and you cut off everything.
Yeah, you can kind of go around the far end by the edge, but that's a little bit slower, of course. But it's just if you can completely hold one side of the hill, it's so easy to hold after that because you just put AT guns and artillery pieces up here, and you just if you get outnumbered, you just pull back and wait for him to come up the hill.
Just so.
Yeah, Pancheager's doing pretty good, Joe.
Stovepiper's going to come on in with the Pancheagers to the south? No. Wow. Never mind. Those guys? Okay. I don't know why I thought Osttruppen. I don't know why I'm sorry, my little hunting tanks. I'm sorry. Führerkanone Aktien is doing a surprising amount of work. Whenever those things seem to come out, they always seem so underpowered.
Yeah, I hate using FK-18s. I think they're absolute trash, but Protoss is making it work, and I mean, it's an alright, howitzer. I mean, it doesn't do the best damage, but it's cheap, and it shoots not really that fast, but
Lightnings are coming in, so let's see. The lightnings are striking twice. Yeah, there's one. Ostrooper might get taken out here. Might get forced into. No, no surrender. Never mind.
yeah.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah. But it's really kind of like a stalemate between both sides, as the Panjagers are a little bit hesitant to move up, and Rinters has nothing to really move up with. His 6-pounder could get some good kills on the Panjager, but with the artillery nearby, I don't think he's going to be able to kill all of him.
That certainly seems unlikely. Now, I am surprised the 107 has 0 munitions left. If I can see, nope, there's no munitions coming in to resupply him.
He must have
up to the north, Ranger Assault in close and tight with the Fusiliers.
Yeah.
I think he's trying desperately to clear the way so he can bring his Zooks in to take out that Jaeger. And frankly, that 2-star mortar is bananas.
Yeah, but see, it's pretty much machine gun. Now imagine if you get a command unit nearby, so it's 3 stars. It's even crazier.
That's certainly one way to put it.
Yeah. Stars
Terrifying, I call it, but... Ooh, Ranger Marauders. Not gonna get close enough.
Nope.
I don't know why. I'm actually kind of cheering for them to do it. What's wrong with me? I must be feeling under the weather. Rifles in the meantime down to the south, engaging more, checks, basically. And, well, it's definitely getting balanced out with it as well, getting forced into a surrender. But still, neither player has a single ticket.
Yeah, but it's... I mean, due to the whole, 52% map... Okay,
Never
now
mind.
we got some tickets. Speaking of the devil. But, yeah, it's been very contested throughout the entirety of A phase. I mean, it's been quite a lot of pushes back and forth, but, both sides have been given as much as they've been taken.
And even more terrifying, the Junker is back in. Which means I think the American push is going to fall flat in its face pretty darn fast.
Yeah, but he's going to go
He's
for
going
the
for
Rangers.
the flamethrowers.
Yeah. And there we go, Dunkirk bomb and kablooey. Oh, the Panjagger goes.
Wow. Danger close. Rifles call in some, artillery fire there, and good God, that was perfect. Ooh, second Junker.
Yep. He's strafing, he's circling around, he's trying to wait for it.
Now, were I him, I'd be like, wait a second, I can see the M7 now. Go after the M7. No, never mind, doesn't see it anymore.
He's just, has a bit of a blind bombing run, yeah, doesn't get any hit show. But
Alrighty.
South is pretty much stalemated. Neither side really wanted to go past the tree line. And finally we got supplies being brought in for the 107, thank God.
That is true. Okay, I thought for a second we were going to see the Ranger Marauders get a nice, big, fat set of targets. But thankfully it did not happen.
Yeah.
That 6-pounder, though, might get it. Never mind. She's just
Nice.
barely outside of range.
And then we got the 107 mortar doing some preemptive bombardments to keep the Germans from getting into that tree line. But at the same time, the FK-18 is in that 6-pounder.
I was going to say that 57 mil is almost able to engage, but not quite any longer. Americans are starting to fold up north, I would actually kind of say.
You mean the Germans?
No, I would just definitely say the Americans.
Okay, losing the
M7
DD,
going down,
yeah.
I mean, ugh.
Okay, losing the DD is definitely a rather big deal, and with some, I'm hoping he's a Pioneers being brought in. I mean, he could actually do some pretty good work, especially the FK-18 to soften up the line. But even then, I think Protoss wants some sort of armored unit to help with his push on this hill. And then Elstrup and whatnot kind of encircling the hill, even though they can't really do much from their position. But if you look at the map, it kind of seems like they're encircling.
Well, that's what he needs. I mean, again, he's bringing 3 more squads, and heavier squads at that.
They're going to be taking more on the morale penalty because they're encircled, the American troops, so... Oh, God damn it, unload. Yep, Pioneers. That's good.
Yeah, that's certainly terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
That's one surrender in any second.
But the problem is now they have to walk up the hill, and that's going to give Rinters time to reinforce the hill position.
Yeah, but it's an awful long ways to go.
Yeah. It's okay, so that's only 1 infantry and it's bringing up. We've got another DD down south, and that's going to keep the Panjagers at bay for now.
Oh, it's going to be awfully tight here. Like you said, a lot of firepower can eventually kill.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure. The Americans don't have any infantry either, so they have 157 mil, one
Yep.
infantry squad, and one tank.
Yep.
It ain't going to be enough.
No, he's just managing to keep the Americans' head down. Oh, we've got a bombing run here from the P-47. And it's got Run Big Bomb with IG-18's name on it.
And well, and I would say return to sender, but that address is no longer unknown. Internal fire on one Panzerjäger. Engaged and
Yep.
destroyed.
Yeah. It's too bad he couldn't get all the 3 Panzerjägers to engage on the Sherman at the same time, because he probably could have killed it, Yen.
Well, 3 varied angles, too, for that matter.
Exactly. But, you know, we got a second Sherman being brought in, and it's a command run to boot with 2 self-veterancy. And all the Stuka's trying to come in, but it's 1940, so the P-38's going to try and intercept. Oh no, you got Messerschmitt going in, yo. Going to try and save it, and damn, knocks out the 6-pounder and stuns up DD.
Well, it's under the DD for the moment, but with the command Sherman right there, and with no more bombs, the Junkers' tactical ability are somewhat minimal.
I think he's trying to dogfight for a second with the P-38. Like,
It might still
actually
be.
dogfight.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
After the one
he is.
sure.
You're a little bit slow, buddy. Unfortunately, I mean, you can turn with the best of them, but good luck trying to catch up.
That is one thing that Winters would definitely benefit from, is bringing in semi-anti-air.
Yeah, and that's
There it
exactly
is.
what he's doing. Just a good old Bofors gun with Kyopio's Ju-87s at bay.
Now, I was somewhat amused by the fact that these rifles are charging on in against Fusiliers and the Austroop and the Ersatz-Truppen. Even more shocked to figure out the fact that the rifles really would be able to take him out.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, here comes Gabby.
Oh, Gabby! There we go. The Gabster's on the field, so pretty much Protoss has no chance in
Well, especially not
winning
that
this
the
game.
piddly-ass ME-109s.
Yeah.
But alright. Oh no, but it's half-track in the opposite direction with that Flak 36.
It's just gonna when Rinters unloads the Bofors gun, and he should be able to get the kill in the Messerschmitt.
I can see that.
Yeah, he's just getting it to the front line before unloading. He really should unload it now, yo.
I would say that too. I mean, Gabby would be. It's probably better served getting the kill.
Yeah.
Too late.
Yeah, Gabby's gonna get out, yo. Yeah. Oh wow.
But the Bofors gets the kill.
What? What? I was not expecting that.
Well, return to the north for a second. With those three musketeers, the 3 pioneers, if you really want to be specific. And there's explosions going off right, left, and center. Danger close from these mortar rounds, and one bomb could change everything.
Yeah.
That's one squad.
He's just a little bit too slow in the push, so you know, he didn't manage to just break through fast, so the pioneers are gonna have to run down the hill now.
Well, even worse than that, though, too, is that it was the Fuhrer that went down. It wasn't one of the sidekicks.
Yeah. He really needs to get, like, I don't know, just a tank up here, just anything to help with his northern push, because just going with soft targets is going to be tough, because that 60mm mortar, even though it's low in ammo, can just stop everything. That's really just sure.
He does have a second artillery piece, though. Although it is, I think, falling a little bit just out of position.
Yeah, I think he's blind firing.
I think that's probably pretty fair.
Yeah.
American side of things in the meantime, we have more recon, we have more infantry, but no vehicles.
Nope. But we do have a mortar rundown south for the Germans, which is definitely going to help out. And a Pack 40, it's definitely going to help out against the Shermans. Now Pack 40 is in a lovely spot in that ridge line, as you can just shoot down on the American tanks easy peasy.
True, but the Americans say, you like jazz? Because we'll play you a nice little ditty on the xylophone.
Oh, it's like Razor. Oh, yeah, it is. That's, yeah. And that xylophone is definitely going to be, you know, playing some music.
So I'm sure it'll be music to your ears. I'm a little bit more terrified what's going to happen over here for the German side of things. Because, yeah, those rockets are nothing to sneeze at. The 114mm shells will go and force back an entire section of this line.
Yeah. Well, Gabby coming in up north, and he's getting some...
good point.
I was just a blind strafing run for sure.
Yeah, but you know what? With those rifles nice and close
Yeah,
against Osts and Pioneers that are a little
yeah,
bit underpowered, that mortar might be enough to, again, yeah, more danger close yet again.
yeah. And those mortars are pretty like surgical precision, as you can tell. So yeah, Sand's troop and gonna get stunned up, and 850 cals from the P47 and 450 cals from the 20 mil from the P38 is definitely gonna keep it as Sand's troop and head down.
The only thing I think I would regret from the American side is that you didn't have the P38 leading on
Mm-hmm.
those runs.
Yep, I do like how Protoss is responded in kind. He does have a decent amount of A on field to try to
Hmm.
keep sacking infantry from getting a bit too crazy.
Now,
Sorry
I'm getting
about
the
that.
feeling the xylophone over here is going to be aiming for the Pack 40. That's
Yep,
exactly what I'd be going for.
yep, yep.
And I mean, I know it's there.
Pack 14, the Mortar 1, or Mortar 2 in this case, are the priority targets.
I was going to say the mortar is a priority, but I think I'm more terrified of the Pack 40.
Mm-hmm. This Pack 40's in such a good position.
Exactly.
Yep. And what
Exactly.
do we have in the back? We got an SK-18 all the way in the back here from Protoss, so some long-range artillery, and yeah, that Pack 40 just disappeared. The xylophone just played at a tune, and he decided to leave the raw.
Well, you know, it just filled him with such a longing that he just had to destroy the gun and everything.
Yep.
Well, we are 50-50. A bare 20 points, really. Actually, no, less than that. 15 points-ish. I'm not doing the math right now. It's
Yeah.
too late.
Who cares? I
Uh,
mean, this numbers. What do you mean?
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, you know, who does math?
He doesn't.
Separating these two combatants, a mere 13 tickets. I'm sorry, I had to. The OCD in me was just coming out. And we are to phase C as well, so with that, the second infantry becomes that much more terrifying. The 352nd, a little bit less so, but it's still not to be laughed at. The Flak 41 up to the north, for example.
Panther.
But again,
That's
the
gonna
numbers,
be...
I would say.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you got like the rifle spam, which helps out a lot, and some like good airplanes and some more tanks and Wolverines, etc. But Protoss can get like a Jagdpanther on field.
Hmm.
That thing can bounce off all the American AT guns just by like one armor value or so. If
Hmm.
he pushes you out maybe in the middle and down south and keeps it protected, that could just be an absolute brick wall that Rinters will have a very hard time dealing with. I just want to see a Jagdpanther, goddammit, is what I'm trying to say.
That's fair. I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
The Fedor 18, the one just to the east of Flak 36, about the central part of the map. I'm surprised to see he's pretty much out of ammo.
Yeah, yeah,
And
that's a good problem to have.
dual Junkers coming on in, but Gabby and the Lightning are making a gun run at those Junkers. They take
But
out at
the
least
AA,
one of those. That's great.
yeah,
But no,
no,
not quite.
no AA's gonna keep him at bay. Too bad they're flying so close because the AA got some good double hits.
Oh, these guys are gonna take some hefty more. Oh wow,
Oh,
that was
they
shockingly
missed.
poor.
Yeah,
Oh, a second xylophone as well. So unlucky that he doesn't realize the other one's there.
and these xylophones are really gonna shut off any push that like happens down south. As you know, the minute Protoss pops his head out, the xylophones are just gonna, you know, force him to pop his head back in. And it's more to run, I was about to say he's in a good position, but good smoke from Rinters, saving his M4s, which really do need a bit of R&R.
Well, you do know how what the whole saying is. I mean, if Protoss sticks his head out of the hole and he sees lots and lots of xylophone shells, there's 6 more weeks of war. But if there's
Yep.
there's no xylophones, then there's pieces right around the corner. So
Yeah,
so I've heard.
exactly,
So I've
exactly.
heard.
Yeah. The war only ended because the Americans ran out of xylophones, so the Germans decided to finally give up. I think that's how it goes.
I think you're right. I'm not
Yeah.
sure entirely. I do like these xylophones are just coming in, firing off a bunch of rockets and then pulling back, firing off a bunch of rockets, and by the way, they're taking all the anti-air blanket
Yup.
from the ground, which is a brilliant plan.
I love him. I love the mobility because it keeps them alive, and you don't want to just keep it sitting in one position, especially a lightly armored truck such as the xylophone. So that's
And
good
there goes
play.
the martyr.
Oh, damn.
The martyr has now gone to meet the rest of the saints up in heaven.
Yeah, the Marder 3H, the Marder Run, the Panzerjäger, so all the German like open top tank destroyer saints, the patron saint of Pack 40.
Well, the amusing thing for me is that the Fusiliers on here were like, you can like feel them have the grenade in their hand. Like, oh, he backed away. Come on.
Yeah. Hans, I just want to throw the grenade. No, so you wait for him to get closer.
Gabby, in the meantime, running point as we have. Oh my gosh, the P-47 with all those rockets. This is gonna be really, really bad for the Pac-40.
This model run, down south is in a good position to get some shots on the M4, and damn, that was a pretty good bomb run, yeah. Once again, smoke down south from the 60mm mortar, gonna be protecting that Sherman as it backs off, and that's just lovely use of smoke. I love it.
On the mobile falcon out as well, which is very, very interesting. More amusing for me is that Feldkanona 18 finally goes. Oh, whoops! Nope, not that one. Different Feldkanona going down.
What was he using the SK? Okay, he's
using it slowly.
Yeah, he's blind firing towards the xylophones, but he's not really going to be getting many hits.
No, no, he's not.
He's completely off target for now.
Let's see what we got in the meantime. 54-46. We're finally seeing some progress here. It ain't by much. We got something going on.
Yeah, Rintos has a slow +1 point advantage.
And you know what? These people are not following your advice. The whole idea of keeping that rocket run until you're within, what, 200 meters, 400 meters?
Oh, no, that's just for the Typhoon AT where you want to,
just
like,
the Typhoon, okay. All right,
everything
I know
else
very particular.
Everything else you just kind of like go forever. But just quick explanation, with the Typhoon AT, you actually end up doing more damage if you make sure the rockets don't fire until they're only like 400 meters, 200 meters away from the target. You only shoot 4 rockets, but they usually have a better chance to hit. You do that just by holding fire on the rockets, like the cannons do strafing. And running 200, 400 meters, you just turn on the rockets again. It's a bit tricky to do, but it works really well. But apart from that, yeah, just rockets are great. Get rocket planes.
Gabby trying to brave this anti-air cover. Might get the... he doesn't... Barely doesn't get the kill.
The freestyle mobile wagon keeps him at bay.
Yeah, say your prayers tonight, because I know who actually was watching over that guy. Flak 81, in the meantime, also trying to shell and pushes back the P-47 Thunderbolt. And to the north, more Pioneers. Are these the same No, different Pioneers.
Yeah, different Pioneers. It's quite surprising he's meant to keep his, like, Stukas alive, because they usually end up dying by this point. But they've all been, like, they're still kicking around.
Well, the Flak 41 is definitely helping here.
Yeah, it's definitely going to keep the planes at bay. But he just needs, like, something else up north to really help his push, as these infantry just taking it a bit too slow. And look, there's the bombing run, yeah. Pioneers get pinned down. Now would be a good time to razz him with the range to show it, but he probably doesn't even have line of sight, so he doesn't know that they're pinned.
True, but I imagine there's more infantry strafing in just a second, so...
Yep.
So he knows they're there. And I would say this Focke-Wulf is probably going to take him out on the retreat. Or not. Another 47 Thunderbolt coming in after him. This is actually going to be pretty close.
I still give it to the Focke-Wulf as he has air cover.
Well, the Focke-Wulf is not running.
Oh, no, God, you need to, like, turn around and engage.
Or just run, one or the other, but you can't do both.
He can't escape the P-47.
I think it's just negative thinking.
He could outrun it if he dived down and kept diving down.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, and there goes the P-47, and that's where you have air cover.
In the meantime, take a look down the south yet again. I am actually surprised to see these Panzerjägers are still alive.
Yeah. I mean, once B phase hits, Panzerjägers pretty much just become reserve tanks, and you just want to keep them behind something and wait for something to get close. And yeah, it's actually quite surprising that one's still alive, because he's out in the open. He could easily get picked off, but him and his dumb little head is still kicking.
Now, I am trying to figure out where that last xylophone barrage goes. I'm looking for the P-40, excuse me, for the Pac-40 and the Mobile Falcon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say go for general area. I mean, it's pretty densely
populated.
Densely populated. You get some good tunes, yeah.
Rifle leader over here up to the north. Wow, I'm surprised that there's as much investment air power wise to the north as there is for Protoss. Like I kind of understand it, but I kind of don't.
Yeah. He really wants to keep the 2nd Infantry from abusing the skies.
But he's got enough anti-air still in that area.
Yeah. Just gotta be doubly sure.
I guess. For me, I'd be focusing a lot more on the southern side.
Yeah.
That's a lot on a lot of my vehicles. If I'm really going to try to attempt to break out, I'm breaking out in the south, not the north.
Yeah, he just needs, like, I keep saying, like, a tank, a vehicle, or even a bloody Renault 35 to help with his northern push. Because if he could just get, like, something slightly on reels up here to just try and push through, even this bloody SDKF Z7, he could cut off his hill. And I keep saying the hill is such an important part of his map. If you can, like, fully hold it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But, and still, like, we got, like, I want to see a bloody Jagdpanther, please. Protoss, get me a Jagdpanther.
Sending your energy.
Yeah.
I think these xylophones are getting close. Oh, a third xylophone here. Jeez. It's just going to be constant barrages.
Yeah.
DD4 xylophones.
There's 4 xylophones. Nothing's gonna move down south. It is just... It's not even a symphony. It's like an orchestra at this point. Or is a symphony... Right, is a symphony larger than an orchestra?
One's thought of it better. I would say the symphony's probably thought of better than an orchestra, but
Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's all music to me.
True.
Yeah.
Pack 40 does go down, but here come the Junkers yet again, and these guys are trying... Oh, never mind. No, they're gonna find one of the xylophones.
Yeah, and there's not much air cover, and...
He's definitely gonna go down.
Nope.
No!
No! One
Gabby
unit
gets
finally
one.
goes down.
Gabby gets one.
Oh, P38 goes down, and...
Yeah. Is Gabby gonna die? No.
No,
Gabby's
no,
probably
he
not,
outruns
probably
him
not.
as a smidge and Focke-Wulf. Oh no, Focke-Wulf is behind his ass. Come on, no, Gabby can't die. Gabby, no!
Wait.
No!
If he crashes on the map, we know he's dead. But if he goes off the map, he's dead.
He's dead. He landed like off the map just barely, but oh god.
Well, you wanted the
Rest
Renaults,
in
by the
peace,
way. There
Gabby.
are 3 of them to the north.
Free what? Sorry.
The Renaults you were talking about.
Oh, finally. That's what he needs. But god.
Well, if he
Is
pushes
that like
in,
the 3rd or 4th time we've seen Gabby die in a replay?
yeah, I mean, I would say he has a charmed life, but I remember
Yeah.
cheering the first time he went down.
Yeah. Yeah. He's no Ripman, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's not the good grace to die like immediately. What the heck?
I know. Gabby's always like so invincible, but God, just couldn't
Or he
have
used
won
to
that
be.
Focke-Wulf. Used to be. Now he's a pile of ash on the ground off the map, out of sight, out of mind.
Xylophone's getting less and less accurate. The last barrage actually literally doing, I think, like, what, maybe 3% of, like, morale damage to one squad.
Yeah. Yep, some like Neo in the Matrix stuff right here for Flak 36. It's meant to see into the game code and dodge the rockets.
He didn't dodge him. He just kind of put up his giant, repulsor magnet and bam, there we go.
Oh yeah, of course.
We are back to 50-50 here.
Yeah, and these Renaults, I mean, a little bit too late now because Rinter's had the good fortune to bring out a DD, which is definitely going to help clear out, hill. Unless the Flak 88 can get eyes on, I think the hill blocks his line of sight just barely. Even though the line of sight tool lies to us because it doesn't take into fact bloody elevation.
So Winter just brought in 3 airplanes and then sent them away without doing anything and just to lose one of them.
Huh. That's not good.
Yeah, all ground attack stuff too. He cannot be losing ground attack. At this point, if he loses the first... yeah.
At the same time, I think Rinter's is pretty, like, secure just due to the amount of bloody xylophones he has. Like nothing's gonna push down south. It's too many xylophones. It's just too much. it's too much. You move up, you get xylophoned once, and you get xylophoned again. One xylophone does go down, but still, it's like that's a lot of that's just a stupid amount of xylophones. I can't get over that. I mean, why even get howitzers when you can just get high xylophones?
I am trying to watch this Renault v Sherman duel, and that's the only real one true way of ending.
Yeah.
Though there is a Stug coming on in, so maybe he'll get some revenge. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, as a Stug is cool, but so is the Ice Panther. Please.
Not sure if
I'm begging you
Protoss
to
runs with
disappoint
it.
Protoss, please. Even though
I'm
you
not sure if
can't
Protoss runs it though.
Well, I mean, you must have the Ice Panther in like 352nd deck. It's like a necessity.
Well, I will tell you that the armor push to the north is not going to go very well once you get this M10 coming on in.
Oh yeah, and that's 2-star back-to-back. He's yeah, it's gonna pretty much stop those Renaults from really doing much. I know, unless Flak 88 can get into a good position before the Wolverine manages to get up onto the hill, and yeah.
But even if he does that, remember the Wolverine has a healing factor. So
Oh yeah, yeah. And if he manages to get in close, he can just like puncture the Flak 88 with like some steel claws or whatnot.
yeah, exactly. He was a secret weapon, man.
Yeah.
He fought along Wonder Woman and all that kind of stuff. I've seen the movies. I know what's going on.
Yeah.
Get woke. Hashtag.
The more the run goes down south to the M4DD and just good positioning, taking advantage of the hill area on the Moboragan. That Moboragan's really been doing some work on the ground and against, yeah.
Even funnier for me is the mobile wagon might be able to shoot and maybe even possibly kill the Sherman.
I think so. I mean, he's getting side shots here, and it's like 2-star veteran chief, so.
Well, the Panzerjäger's right there too, so.
Oh, and
the
that's
last
Xylophone.
desperate barrage. Panzerjäger, in the meantime, proving why he is a hideous little beast as opposed to being something effective.
Yeah.
He has fired 7 shots and he's missed it 7 times. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
All I had to do was yell at him, basically.
There we go. P47 getting some good stuns, but yeah.
We see ourselves a resurgent 352nd here. Bizarre to think about. By the way, M10 to the north taking out 1 Renault. Freaking out another one. I think he took out the half track as well.
Yeah, and nope, misses on that Renault. And too bad the Flak 88 isn't on the hill to like try and deal with the M10. But 2 Renault, ha.
I was just gonna do that.
Sorry.
You know what? That's
Sorry.
totally
Sorry. The Count Dracula. Is it
Count Dracula?
no,
Really?
What's the bloody name for the Sesame Street character again?
Just the Count.
The Count. It's no bloody like actual name. It's just the Count. That's usually like your thing. So.
Oh no, it's fine. Hey, that's okay.
I mean, Rikinori's count on you to do it is what I'm trying to say.
Boo. Boo. Just boo.
Yeah.
Anyway, Focke-Wulf is out and about. He's trying to push back this M7, but the CGMC... Oh, no. Never mind. With this Junker,
Yeah.
one final Stuka attack might be enough to kill.
Nope.
He stepped into the attack and to get that attack off. That is unfortunate indeed. Yeah. Laying down a blanket of flak thick enough to walk on. And yet he makes it out alive.
But it's going really well for Protoss. He's pushing hard down south. He's managed to get a lot of territory. His xylophones, I mean, they're pretty much ready to go and shoot all this stuff eventually. And in the middle, Protoss making some pretty good headway with his Stugs, just killing everything. So this is going really well for Protoss. Just it's a short amount of time, and I don't.
To a certain degree, I feel like he's being helped by a little bit of a misplay in the air.
Yeah.
By Winters.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be shooting down his other plane now, so... I mean, he should. Nope, it does get a ray. But the thing is, if Protoss gets, like, a +2, and he'd, like, really be safe for, like, a good victory, but a +1, I think, is going to go to a draw. Yeah, it's going to go to... Yeah, it's going to go to a draw if it just sticks out a +1, so,
The question really is if he pulls up the number of tickets that he needs, and he should be able to do that.
Yeah, he just needs that 1%. Like, just 1% on the map, Protoss.
Well, and hats off to the guy. I mean, geez, looking at the 52nd is not an easy But it's not an easy
Yeah,
character to run with, and
they're not.
again, we've talked about it's a
Yeah,
slow division.
it's not like a great. I mean, it's been buffed a little bit since like the patch, but it's still not like a great division per se. I'd still say second is better. Just rifle spam, xylophones, Gabby, xylophones. But yeah, Protoss is making this work, and he's really, managed to make a resurgence now into his late C phase. But it's just a little bit too. Oh no, he's at +2, but it's still at a draw.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So with 90 seconds to go, you want to go maybe at 42:30, just go up to ×2?
Yeah.
Alrighty. And ×2, here we go, and now.
Yep.
Cool. Alright, so guys, that'll be, it looks like a draw here coming on out for Winters and Protoss. I believe that would mean, though, that Protoss still comes out with the win by virtue of just total tickets, taking down that other DD tank, as well as some of that anti-air.
Mm-hmm.
And well done. I mean, he really does deserve this.
And Winters hold pretty well as well. I still think both sides really should have played more for the hill. It's such like a good position to hold once you like fully hold it, and it's very much a meat grinder in this southern area. Both sides just like going back and forth between that tree line and that road. And it's really been like been tank usage from both sides, airplanes, infantry, etc. It's really been like a combined arms force, and definitely both sides really taking the air game to extreme importance.
Well, and that's exactly what they should. And the combined arms. I mean, I feel like if every game was like this,
yeah.
I mean, there's no words.
At the same time, both of these decks are good, like combined arms decks, as they have like good tank and infantry. And they're not like really hindered too much and too many options. So that's why we've definitely seen it happen. But looking at history real fast, it's pretty much back and forth throughout most of the matches. There's one point at 22 to 25 where it says German deaths, but
but there's no real standouts either. I mean, we have the one M10 gets 5 kills, but let's think what he was engaging for the most part.
Yeah, the Flak 88 is really like the only like important kill in that entire kill thing. M4 did pretty decent, But
again, look what he was shooting at too. Again.
Yeah, it's just a lot cheaper. I mean, there's no Panthers or Tigers to really match up against, and looking at losses, just nothing really too crazy from both sides. I mean, neither side has super crazy super units, unless it was the Yak Panther 2-star veterancy. But, it just both sides played out really well, and played their divisions very well.
Indeed. So well played to both. But at the same time, I think Protoss is going to get credit for the victory on that one. And am I right?
Yeah. I think so. I'll just put in the description of the video and double check before I upload. I forgot the rules for draw for the league, but but
points and kills.
Yeah, anyway. Yeah.
Anyway, so congratulations to both players for really well fought games, especially on a map we don't see very often. And I believe that's going to end our coverage for this week of season.
Yeah, it does.
Anything further to add there, my friend?
Nope, I'm good.
All right. Well, I'm Con Ulrich.
I'm Rangru. Take it easy.